Hello, good day everyone. So here I wanna explain about ethics, and then let me share screen first. Over here. Okay. There is ethics. We have over here presentation shoot about the first is several important terminologies of research ethics. The second examples of ethical practices in quantitative and qualitative research. The third is examples of unethical practices that should be avoided. Then D, the last or number four, informed consent and consent form. So research ethics is concerned with several norms, namely norms of conduct that pay attention to convention and custom in the order in society legal norms regarding the imposition of section when violence occur and moral. As scientists, we are required to develop knowledge and technology that is beneficial to society. Of course, in performing these tasks, researchers are required to support high and maintain responsible action in research. Although the intervention carried out in the study do not have risks that can harm respondents, research needs to consider sociometric aspects and uphold the dignity of humanity. All research has research ethics that ethical ob- ethical objectives regulating human actions, what cannot do, then fortifying humans from attempts to violate discipline rules that's applying, mo- drawing awareness to man the meaning of his action and consequence of what he has done, then affirming that the rights obligation of a person in his social association. To support research ethics, it has published guidance as a handle in performing tasks, responsibilities as a researcher or scientist. Research must have social foundation. Once an article published or a study presented, readers and listeners will judge the research based on what they know from the sources. This social mechanism will help maintain collection and experimental technique. Being the scientists and researchers must be responsible and understand in science, avoiding involvement in activities that have conflict of interest and or interest bias to reduce the entry into science. It should encourage publication and openness. Science is not just personal experience, yet science is knowledge shared based on the shared understanding of some aspect. Upholding the practice of authorship make meaningful contribution deserve to be written as outdoors, maintain experimental technique and treatment of data aber- obtained so as facilitate and acceptance of this result by scientific. Principles of research ethics. While to the source explain there are several ethics principles to need be considered. Respect for human dignity. Researchers need to consider the right of subjects to open information related to the course of the research as well as have the freedom to make choice and free from concerns to participate in research activities. Respect for privacy and confidentiality. Every human being has basic individual rights, including privacy and individual freedom. Take into account the benefits and loss incurred incurred to the take into account the benefits incurred. Researchers conduct research in accordance with researchers producers to get results that are beneficial as possible for the study subjects, and we can be generalized at the population level. Researchers minimize the adverse impact on the subjects. In qualitative research, personality of research, geographic environments, the nature of the research subjects, then institutional background of research, key holders, status of field duty actors, expectation in group, then research, other factors that affect research on the ground, then nine publication, social social and moral responsibility. Using a relationship interrelationship of cooperation and collaboration is communicated. The correct permission or approval is done according to and privacy needs confidentially. Then expose openly, directly, and honestly, respecting to the human rights of informants, financing of research fund is correctly carried out according to the personnel. That's quantitative research. The concept studies ethics of pets comes from history. We read inside the beyond had numerous recorded unethical practices. So so studies or medical research sciences which includes biology or mathematical are area. As an example, we have got in 1963, we have got sufferers that were injected with lifestyle subject cells after which in Alabama, we have got for hunter guys that were left go through with syphilis and after the therapy this in penicillin become to be had. So if we function have a possibility that primary case desired to have a look up near how most cancers studies become fantastically unethical proper due to the fact injected most on cases that are already affected to analyze samples multitask due to such practice and begin out the reflect consideration on higher methods of accomplishing studies due to this dark history of engaging in studies within sight the beyonds of human start to suppose on how we are able to truly behavior studies in greater reputable be reputable and suspectful way this to appreciate the player of our studies and retaining concepts of studies ethics. Informed consent is informed consent is the most essential part of research ethics. So this the concern that the participants give to participate in the research after the inform of the purpose of the study. Their right as the participants and other details related to the study. So essentially, before they give their consent to participate in the research, they should inform the details of the study. The most practical way to open obtain participant informed consent is through providing them with the consent form. Consent form as the just uh, it as form in which the participant fail to indicate their participation. The good consent form will reflect of research efforts to maintain the principles of research ethics. Research, research ethics. Several other important terms is informed consent first, informed consent form to pseudonymous, then identifying information, then subjective, then participants, then gatekeeper consent. Then I think it's enough for me all about ethics, what I can explain over here. Thank you. Bye.